Hello, welcome. We are live to chat. Oh my god, does that mean we're live? Select stream. Ah, current viewer 0. That's nice. Yeah, that's always helpful. Engage with your audience. Q&A, start a poll. All of these things. Okay. All right. It's interesting. I can set a goal. I have no idea if anybody is here, but hopefully you can hear me and I'm not like lagging. You know what I'm gonna do? Let's see. I'm gonna be my first viewer. Am I good? You can hear me? Luckily nobody's here. So that's nice. You know, in my wildest imagination, I didn't expect 0 people to show up. That's true. Am I good? You hear me? Luckily nobody's here. That's nice. Yeah, just me. Seems like. All right. What if I go broken? I got no more to spend on you. I think we got everything situated. Steelers fan. Oh, nice. Jamal, how's it going? Was a Steelers fan. I don't really have that much to say to that. I guess I'm wearing a Ravens shirt. Can you see that? Kinda. Not really. I am from Baltimore, but I don't have any opinions on the Steelers at all. Except we're watching them. I don't expect them to be very good. You expect them to be very good? No one. Nice, nice, nice. Good to hear. Seahawks did sign Terry on. Oh no. Okay. Appreciate you. Seems like you're the first person ever to show up to a live stream, so that is nice. I don't really have any plans for this. I just knew I was nervous to start it for tomorrow, and so I was doing absolutely nothing else today anyway. And the only way to get through the nerves is to do something about it, I guess. Sorry to hear that. Were you all close? I wonder how long the lag is from like here to chat. Hamstring. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. I am truly sorry to hear that, though. Didn't like the Seahawks. That's interesting. Do you like the Seahawks? Hasselback. Wow. Okay. That's a while. That's a long time to be a Seahawks fan. Huh. That's a minute. I didn't even really start watching the NFL until like 2016. Once the Eagles drafted Carson Wentz, and I started playing a lot more Madden and less like 2K and stopped playing basketball, that was when I started watching. Um, but that makes a lot of sense. Eagles happened to win the Super Bowl like the next year, so that was cool. Probably helped with the fandom a lot. Hasselbeck is Aaron Rodgers. What's up? Is it Elias? Elias? I'm gonna go with Elias. Is Rodgers playing? I have absolutely no idea. I don't. I doubt it. I mean, he's 43. I don't know why he would be, but he's not playing now. I saw Mason Rudolph. Yeah, it looks like just Mason Rudolph was playing. 4 viewers. That's kind of wild. Hi to everybody who is in here. It's a lot of people. Mm, till 8. Guess. I really have a plan. Y'all having a good day? Didn't really ask. I guess I asked Jamal. I didn't ask you, Elias. Did you have a good day? Typing and completing laundry is difficult. Yeah, that's fair. I put up. I was trying to put this chair together, and I don't want to say I gave up. Technically, the dimensions were off. All right, so I was trying to get like this arm bar in, and it's not going to. And also, technically, if we're being honest, the back isn't completely screwed on. So if at any point in time this chair goes over the next couple of months, I feel like we know why. But yeah, no, typing and completing is completely different. Because I was also kind of halfway on a meeting, but I wasn't paying attention when I was doing that too. So I get what you mean. That's fine. I don't. You're not gonna be missing anything during this Steelers Packers game, so I think you're fine. I. You think the Steelers going back to back, Jamal? I don't. You know, probably. I don't know why you wouldn't think that. I thought that when the Eagles did it, but then it was. You know what it was? It was before the first play even started, and Jalen Carter spit right in Dak Prescott's face, and I'm like, this team's not going back to back. They're not focused. It was they just dropped the banner, and that happened. I was telling my brother, I'm like, this team, they're not gonna do it. They're not gonna do it, obviously, and then they didn't. So that makes a lot of sense. I don't even know who this is. Who's 18? Chat rate 0. Don't know how long we go. 20 views, 4 viewers. That's cool. Only seen a couple. Who's Pittsburgh quarterback? That's a great question. I have no idea who 18 is. I guess I could probably look that up. Steelers quarterback depth chart. Rodgers. Oh, it's Will Howard. Because I saw Howard and I made zero connection to that being Will Howard. Will Howard. Okay. I've only seen a couple of your videos, but they seem very addicting. Nice facing. Thank you. We've been working on that. If you look at my old videos, they are not nearly as good as they have been over the past couple of weeks, or months, I guess, since I have somebody else editing them. But I really appreciate that. Who's your Ferguson, how's it going? It's the Eagles. And thanks. Thanks for liking the videos. I appreciate that. We will continue to make them as good as possible, um, and as often as I guess we possibly can. But it's nice to hear you guys like them. Do you have any ideas for any specific person or team, I guess, you would want to see? Or talk about, or storyline, really, at all? I didn't know who that was either, Jamal. So yeah, you know, you don't have to say anything to me. I don't. He didn't even play at all last year, right? Obviously not. Like he was. Hey, why would he have played last year? Who am I thinking of? When did he get drafted? NFL draft. Did he get drafted last year? He did. Okay. Okay. Yeah. No, he didn't play last year. Won that natty and got out. I guess they also have Drew Aller. I really feel like the Steelers aren't going to be very good this year. I feel like they're going to start off hot. I'm pretty sure their schedule like looks good. I feel like they start off with like Tua. Yeah, that's pretty easy. And yep, week one. It's Tua or Penix, and who cares? They're probably gonna win that game. And then they play the Patriots, which is probably an L. They typically play the Bengals well though, so that might be a W. And then they play the Browns and then the Colts, and then they play the Bucks, Saints, who I think are going to be good. Browns aren't going to be good. Bengals are probably split. Eagles, Broncos, Texans, Jags, Ravens. Panthers are probably beat, and Titans are probably beat, but then they play the Ravens again. I could easily see them losing a lot of those games. Want Pittsburgh to beat Green Bay. Like today? Yeah, I would. I guess whoever scores the touchdown, that's probably who's gonna win it. Voca. That's a day one. That's a day one right there. I remember. My God, that was like a year ago. That was so long ago. Because I went on. I'm gonna dox myself. I went on a trip sometime last year. I was doing like the seven levels videos, and I just remember your comments a lot. But that was like September, maybe October of last year. Make a video about teams that might have had their only shot. I saw that. No, wait. Yes, no, that was a video. Um, that was a YouTube video. Teams who might have had their only shot. That was a good video from Bo Underwood. He made that like 2 weeks ago. I don't know if I can link stuff. I guess you probably can. I don't know if you will see my channel if I do that. But that video has been made, Ferguson. It's a good video. Yeah. NFL teams who may have blown their only shot. Just look up that. NFL teams. Their only shot. Yeah. That's a good video, though. I will watch that. Shout out, Bo, I guess. Thanks, Andre. I'm not gonna say the full name there, but I appreciate that. First discover you when you refuse to get better. Have you probably ever done something and then completely forgot you did it like 3 days later, and then somebody brings it back up? I'm like, oh my God, I remember when you were like 6. Okay, I don't remember that at all. I completely forgot about that video. Thank you, DJ. Are you an actual? This may sound like a dumb question. Is your name DJ, or are you like a DJ who I was about to do like turntables, but you can't even see that. Who does like turntables? But I appreciate that. I like that video. That was Kyler. That's the thumbnail, right? In December. One of my favorites, Tom and Barry, like listening to your videos on my walks. Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Who's Barry? I feel like I should. I feel like if you say who that actually is, I probably do know who that is, but I don't know first name off that. But on the walks, I appreciate that. I only really listen to music or podcasts on my walks, so that's nice. Nickname. All right, I wasn't sure, because we can't play music here since it's all licensed. Anyway, who's 18 on the Packers? I can't even see. Who are these people? Packers. Nope. Packers quarterback. Yep, you're right. 2023. Kyle McCord. Okay. I feel like I should know. Barry. Yep. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, no, I know exactly who that is. That makes sense. AJ Brown and the team issues. Like the Eagles? How he left the Eagles? They might not be bad. I feel like the Patriots don't play the Eagles this year, right? Patriots. I guess they never mind. They play them next week in the preseason, but I don't. I don't count that at all. I don't think anybody's gonna play in that game. No. Okay. I could. I'm gonna let it. I'm gonna see how AJ Brown does for the Patriots, and how Jalen Hurts I guess does for the Eagles for like the first month or so, just to see if either one got adjusted or not. Otherwise, I probably will. I just need week 1 to start. Yeah. You telling me Will Howard versus who was I just saying? I don't even know who that other pack. Who was that? Versus Kyle McCord isn't doing it for you, Voka. Yeah, no, it's not very surprising. I don't know who these dudes are out here. Okay, but I see what you mean, Ferguson. Yeah, I could do that. It would probably just honestly be after like the first month, just to see how everybody adjusts. You got a video on the best cases for active players making the Hall of Fame. I could probably think on something like that. Let me put that down. Hall of Fame. Active players. Like I did with the what each quarterback has to like prove or something like that. Like how close is every active how close is the best player on every active that's a bad title. How how close is the best star on every NFL team to the Hall of Fame or something like that? I can see that. 50 Ryan Shazier's jersey number. Someone else has it now. Yeah. That's kind of surprising they didn't retire that, right? Because he got paralyzed on the field, but I guess not, though. I don't know who else has that. Mm. Yeah, that does make to be too many more. Have only actually retired three numbers: 32, 70, 75. I didn't realize that. I didn't know that at all, actually. So Franco, and then like me, Joe Green, and what number 70 is? Oh, okay. Yeah, interesting. Ernie Stoutner. I'm gonna be real. All right, I have absolutely no idea who that is. All right, I'm gonna look it up. Ernie Stoutner. Born in 1925. All right, yeah, no, I don't know this at all. Uh, Nine-time Pro Bowl. Okay, D tackle. All right. I was about to say he probably played before sacks. Definitely before sacks were official. 1950 and 1963. Okay. Who was the All Pro first team? Leo. No, Melanie. Oh my God. Hey, these are some old names. All right. Ernie Stoutner. Favorite team other than the Eagles. Favorite team other than the Eagles is probably the Ravens, but that's mostly not even mostly. That's 100% because of Lamar Jackson. I didn't I still don't really watch that much college football, but I didn't watch college football. I just knew once they drafted Lamar, I saw on Twitter that he was the guy from Vine who like did the juke in high school. I was like, I didn't know he made the NFL, right? Or that he was good enough to make the NFL. And then I realized, and then after that, I looked him up and realized he won like a Heisman and was really good. And then a lot of people hated him immediately, including some of my friends. So I grew up in Baltimore, which was interesting, and wanted to pull him in like the first playoff game they played against the Chargers. I'm like, that makes absolutely no sense. And then he won the MVP the next year. I'm like, I like this guy. So they're second, but that's 100% because of Lamar. Least favorite team is the Cowboys, but I feel like that goes without saying. You remember watching that Vine? Yeah. I guess I was in like middle school or something like that, so I'm sure it was, I don't know, some sick edit, some, I don't even know, heavy bass sound over, heavy bass music over that clip or whatever. Friends just pointed out to me that was Lamar. Yeah. Yeah, once I saw that, then he said, like, they're going to get a Super Bowl out of me. Believe that? I'm like, oh, yeah. All right. I like this guy. And so they're definitely a second. Vines were awesome. Yeah. I'm not a TikTok guy. I feel like I only have two things really on my phone that I use: Twitter, which is multiple times a day, and YouTube. And I wonder, do you guys consider YouTube a social media? Because I don't know. I guess you can DM on it now, though I haven't DM'd anybody on there. I guess I probably should. Well, should. I don't know. Could. I guess I could probably do that. Yeah. But yeah, I don't use like TikTok. I only go on Instagram when I post something or I'm feeling really sad, and so just want to do that. I don't use Snapchat really anymore either. But Cowboys and Eagles have mutual animosity for each other. Yeah. Um, if it wasn't a Cowboy, I don't know. I don't really have anybody else that I dislike nearly as much. I think it's weird. I would like so many of the Cowboys players if they weren't on the Cowboys. Like I like Dak. It's a pretty good quarterback. CD. I don't know. I guess I like Micah more because he's on the Packers now. Tyler Smith, they have a really good O line. I think Jerry Jones is hilarious. Caleb Downs is really upsetting that he went to the Cowboys because I feel like he's going to turn their defense around. And you took Christian Parker away, so that wasn't very cool. But just in general, I don't know if I even have like a second least favorite team outside of the Cowboys. Uh, Packers or Buns. I yeah. Larry Content got back in the NFL after being overseas. That's cool, Kareem. Appreciate you. Happy to help. I was gonna ask what were you doing overseas. You don't have to answer that at all, but I guess it's glad to have you back. Really don't know. You don't consider it. YouTube is barely social media. Yeah. Okay. That's it's as helpful as I was expecting it to be. I don't know either. So the only social media I'll just say the only social media I use then is like Twitter, but I spend hours on YouTube every single day, probably like 10 hours, either watching or researching or finding ideas and stuff. That's a nice throw. What about the 49ers? It will be Kevin Patulio. Yeah, wherever Kevin Patulio goes, that's where I'm not going to be a fan. I rooted actively against the Cardinals because of Jonathan Gannon, but they also sucked. So, after a while, there's really no reason to root against somebody who's not going to score or win. They just feel weird. Navy, gotcha. Thank you for your service. Makes sense. Top five most hated teams: Eagles, Commanders, Giants, Packers, 49ers. Okay. Yeah, I feel like those are all the biggest rivalries you guys got. Right? For the Cowboys, obviously it's the Eagles. Packers is like kind of underrated. And 49ers, I feel like should be viewed more, obviously because of the 90s, but then even over the past like 3 or 4 years. But nobody really like calls them that big of a rivalry. Got 6 people in here. It's kind of crazy. Can't even lie to you. It's kind of wild. I do plan on being here tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. I don't even remember what game I said we would be watching, but whatever one that is, probably gonna be here. And see, I am using my phone as the camera. I've never done that before. Well, I only record my videos with my phone camera, so I haven't live streamed with that, so I have no idea how long it'll last for. So we're gonna be going as long as that lasts tomorrow. If you think about it, Aaron Rodgers plays this game. He didn't play the Packers when he was on the Jets. Aaron Rodgers. I thought I was sworn he did. Maybe they did play and didn't win, which would that makes sense. That was a good throw. Okay, yeah, and crossbody action there. Yeah, that was nice. Didn't know Will Howard could do that. I'm being completely honest with you. I'd agree, DJ. I wouldn't really count preseason, but he also is 43, so I didn't expect him to play anyway, and he's not. So that makes sense. Down super nice. Thank you, Ninja. Appreciate that. Oh, that was Bob Tunyon. It was Bob Tunyon. Okay. Hmm. It looked like he was down, but who cares? Not being the Packers, no. Okay. Injured week one in the first season. That was when they played. Okay. No, Aaron, when he was still on the Packers in 2022, played the Jets then, but no, last season was the first time he played the Packers. Okay. You're a Packers fan, Boca? Packers and Jets didn't play each other. Huh. Packers, got you. Okay. Who's your most hated team? I'd imagine, I guess Bears. That's a weird rivalry because it wasn't one for like a really long time. I guess it was 80s or something like that, right? It wasn't in the 60s, and then it was in like the 80s, and then it wasn't in the 90s because Brett Favre, and then it was in the early 2000s, and then it wasn't again for Aaron Rodgers, and now it kind of is, I guess, with Caleb Williams because they had the two comebacks against them. But is that your most hated team? I guess. I'd probably hate the 49ers if I'm being honest with you, just because they bounce you out the playoffs every time. Which game am I looking forward to most? Week one. It's a great question. I should be a guy who's more dialed in. That's what I should be. I'm not though. If I'm being real, I have no idea who's playing anybody week one. I'm just happy that football's back, just in general, so that I have something to do. Let's go with the first. Hit the mic. Let's go with the first game. That'll be that Sunday night. Who's that? That's Cowboys Giants, since that'll be the first real stream that we have here. I plan on live streaming that game during that game. But anybody else, I don't. I don't care that much about. If I'm being real, that's like my favorite of the week. I think Rams 49ers is gonna be pretty good on Thursday. That's weird that they're starting on Wednesday, right? I could have sworn that it was just gonna be like the 10th, and then the 11th was just gonna be what they did, but they're doing Wednesday and Thursday, which doesn't make as much sense as Thursday, Friday when they've been doing Friday games. I don't know what that's about, but I guess I'll let that go. Oh yeah. I feel like I'm the only one subscribed to enemy territory. It's funny. Yeah, when I called, I didn't even say Caleb was a bust. You know what I mean? That was like 8 months ago into the season when he wasn't looking any good. And I still want my QB to complete over 60% of his passes. Is that too much to ask for? Even when I said that, the Bears fans were coming all at me, dog. Was saying bust alike. Right? Bust adjacent. He was close. And now he's not, obviously. Bryce Young is. And I don't see that changing, which is really unfortunate since we have the same name. But I don't know. You can't be 5'9" and be a quarterback and you not be able to run. Because this Kyler and Russell Wilson can. Range Arlington was pretty small. But, yeah, I mean, he's not going to, he can't do it. Chiefs. Chiefs are winning what? What Super Bowl this year? Catch you next time. All right, Jamal. Thanks for hopping in. Yeah, be here tomorrow. Cowboys Giants Sunday night. Yeah. Appreciate the sub, Jamal. Football on Wednesday is weird. Reminds me of the COVID season. Their games. Yeah. Yeah, that was a weird season. I feel like the Steelers played on like a Wednesday, and then they also played that Sunday, right? I didn't get mad in 27. For being honest with you, I didn't get college football either. I saw a lot of backlash for college football. I thought that was funny. Then it immediately went on sale within the first 2 weeks, and like this game is garbage. Like this game is absolute trash. That's the only reason they're doing that. Um, but I do follow Gut Fox. I guess I'm subscribed to Gut Fox on YouTube, and so I was watching his stream a little bit earlier. I didn't realize it was like not opening day, but first day that it was out. Figured it had been out for a minute. DJ Spencer, yeah. Also, so appreciate that. I welcome any and all people who want to subscribe. I don't care what you got going on, but yeah, deeper enemy territory as the Cowboys. We just won't be friends. That makes sense. Like you can watch. I appreciate that. We just won't be cool because of the life choices you made being a Cowboys fan. But besides that, I got no problem. Browns. Yeah, that's good. That's so genius. Who else do you guys watch? Um, like YouTube wise, it could be NFL, I guess, but just in general, I watch a lot of different channels. So if you guys watch somebody I don't watch, I'll probably look into them too. Everybody takes Scoot so seriously on clickbait. Yeah. Yeah. Who's the biggest Eagles guy? Probably EDP. That's unfortunate. You guys need a new kicker, so it's good. It's good. It's good that you guys got one. Because honestly, that Bears comeback honestly probably wouldn't have happened last year in the playoffs if Anders had made that. He shanked like a 35 yarder or something like that, right? Killed all momentum. Killed all the momentum. So if he didn't do that, then yeah, you guys probably actually would have made the divisional round again. Watch a lot of sports channels. Also really into Survivor. I never got into Survivor. I got into Total Drama Island, but that's vastly different in a lot of ways, but still kind of similar, but mostly animated and from like 2011. Okay, yeah, not a big fan EDP, but I feel like that's the biggest Eagles fan out there, right? I guess me, whenever that hits, and I don't even know how long, 2 3 years. That pathetic worm is funny. It was McManus. I could have. Who was Anders? Anders Carlson. He wasn't okay. He wasn't on the team last year. I know he was trash too, so that's why I kind of just assumed it was him. I just lumped him all together, but he wasn't on the team last year. He's been off the team for. He hasn't been in the NFL for a while. I didn't even realize that. That's how trash he was. He just stuck in my brain for like a whole season because I just assumed he was still with you. Bradley Cooper is probably the most Philly fan. yeah, yeah, he probably is. Taylor Swift, isn't she big? Not big, but she's an Eagles fan, right? She got that Taylor Swift Eagles. Yeah, she's got a lot of Eagles. I guess what Travis is on the Chiefs, so that's why she wasn't. And Hathaway's an Eagles fan. Yes, he is. And Hathaway. That's the biggest one. You guys see The Odyssey? That was pretty good. That was better than pretty good. That was a great movie. So was Spider-Man. I don't know if y'all saw that either. Back in 2023. Yeah, that's what I just realized that. I didn't real I time has just warped so much. I don't know why I thought he was still on this team. He was not on this team at all. Bradley Cooper, The Hangover, um, Silver Linings Playbook. I didn't see that movie, but I know he's the main guy in it. He's the voice for Rocket on Guardians of the Galaxy, the raccoon. He was in Wedding Crashers with Will Ferrell and Owen Wilson. I guess I know a lot of. I might know too much of what Brad Cooper's been in. To be honest, Star is Born. I didn't see that, but if he's just not into you, that's a classic. He's in that too. I don't remember War Dogs at all. American Sniper. Yep, he's been in a lot of stuff. Huh? He wasn't that A-Team reboot. I forgot. I forgot all about that. That wasn't very good. Um, the Mule. Oh, that's funny. That's the thing about text. You don't get sometimes the sarcasm over it. That makes way more sense. All About Steve. It's also not a very good movie, but it was kind of entertaining. How many Bradley Cooper movies have I seen? It's been a lot because I've seen The Rocker too. I don't remember him in that at all. Saw Valentine's Day. I'm starting to get concerned with the amount of Bradley Cooper movies I've seen. I didn't even know he was. He's just been in stuff since like '08. Okay. All right. More famous than him now. That'd be cool. But not as rich. So that's part of the problem. I'd much rather be richer than more famous. Thought I was uncultured? Me? Let's not get crazy. Didn't he, Bradley Cooper? I know way too much about Bradley Cooper if this is correct. I'm pretty sure he went to Georgetown to follow a girlfriend or something like that. That didn't work out. Bradley Cooper, go to Georgetown for a girl. Graduated from Georgetown. Yes, he transferred to Georgetown because of a girl. He spent his freshman year at Villanova before successfully transferring because he wanted to be with her and they didn't get together. I have no idea. It's scary that I knew that. If I'm being real with you, if I'm being real with all, how many of y'all are in here? 3. With all 3 of y'all, it's a little bit disturbing how much I know about Bradley Cooper's life. I didn't even know I knew that much. Why did I know that? I feel like I was looking up one of his mini movies, clearly I've seen, and then go on the Wikipedia page, you just start scrolling and like swiping, and just go, I always go to personal life or they have scandals or something like that. I just go to that, and I feel like that was probably in there. Colin Bates in The Mule. I know I saw The Mule. I don't remember anything about that movie, like at all. You know what is a good western that was on Netflix too? It was it wasn't a western, but it was something along those. I'm not gonna remember it. Can't unsee Chris Kyle for him, so watching The Hangover is weird. That's funny. Yeah, that's fair. Oh, DJ though, you weren't going. Oh, I got you, got you. What movie am I thinking of? It was really good. Western movies from 2015 till now. Hell or High Water. That's exactly what it is. That was Chris Pine. That's 99% Rotten Tomatoes. You know what? That's fair. That's fair. That was a good movie. I really feel like those soundproof curtains don't do anything because I can hear conversations happening outside all the time. Maybe it blocks in my sound. Maybe it sounds better. You want a halftime show from me? That might. God, I wish Anthony Richardson was good. You know what I mean? I really wish he would. Oh, he fumbled that. Like, you have no idea how badly I wish he was good, but he's not. He's not any good. It's so upsetting. Tommy DeVito's on the Patriots again? Okay. My halftime show is political ads in Wisconsin. Yeah, it's funny. I'm just on NFL Network, so I haven't. They've only been showing like other preseason games that have been on. Halftime only lasts like 15 minutes. Yes, ads free from the halftime show. I don't know. I got a book, Meditations for Marcus Aurelius. We could start reading that, I guess. Pull a LeBron. Just go first couple pages. Somebody take a screenshot. Because there was a quote in here. Somebody said, Alex Ramosi actually said it and made me think about, oh, yeah, it's a good quote. What are you so afraid of losing when nothing. What are you so afraid of losing when you own nothing in this world, or something like that? And he said it was from this. These are all like written down things from his diary, I'm pretty sure, when he died. I'm not gonna hold you. There's a lot going on in those. There's a lot. I'm not gonna read that. Is remembering the Texans and Colts beginning of 2023. Yeah, yeah, I do remember that. He was but he was trash for most of that game too. And then he had that bomb to Alec Pierce off like his back foot, and he was getting hit. Like, oh wow, there might be something here. And he got hurt. Like, did he get hurt that game? Did he go out with the concussion, or did he go out like 2 games later with like the shoulder thing? I feel like he was out that game, came back, had like 2 touchdowns, and then he hurt himself again. It's fire. Is it Louis or Louise? You've read it? Meditations? Marcus Aurelius? I just got some text messages. You guys didn't see that, right? Like on the screen or nothing? Yo! Louis. Okay. My friends call me Louis. Bit dense. Yeah. It seemed dense. But that's most of these books, right? And then you pick up like one or two things from them, and you kind of move on, and then you remember that, and then you drop it in conversation, and people are like, "Oh, that's so smart." You're like, "Yeah." Make you seem like you're super wise. Week two, 2023 is when he had the concussion. Okay. You did see the text? I don't know how to stop that. Okay. That's got to be settings. Probably under notifications. Nope. No, I see why people allow no notifications. Oh, well, all right, Voka. You know what? I'm going to just take everything you say as a joke or sarcasm from now on. This is the problem with I'm telling you, this is the problem with text. Similar to reading the Bible only bits at a time. That's true. My God, is that dense? The Bible as well. I'm just turning off all my notifications anyway. Okay, that's good to know. Do you read anything else like that, Louis? Because the last book I read, you ever feel like I'm going illiterate? You feel it? You like know it in your bones because you haven't picked up a book in so long, and that was kind of the point I was getting to. If I'm being honest with you, I was making a lot of videos in a row, and I'm like, yeah, I can feel it. Nothing is sticking to my brain anymore, and so that's that was part of the reason why I had to pick up this book. What was the last book I like? I started this Switch on Your Brain. This has to do with I don't know. I don't remember at all. All thinking activities real. Oh, it's mostly just about what you're thinking about. Particular activating system. So whatever you set your mind to, that's where everything follows. So you might as well just think about the thing that you want and say it, and then just go along that line. Yeah, about 20 pages in. If we're talking about the last book I finished, gave that to my brother actually. So we're not gonna talk about that. What other games are on? That's a good question. Right now, Lions Bengals is at halftime. It says Texans Chargers is going on right now. I don't even know what channel that is. And then later on tonight, Chargers scored a touchdown. I missed it. Is there NFL thing here? I feel like this is the same game. Yeah, it's Bengals. Okay. Texas Chargers. All right. Waiting for Saturday when the Cowboys open the preseason against the Seahawks. Yeah. I don't. I haven't kept up with anything. Who is playing? I don't know who the Eagles play. They typically don't even play their starters, so that's probably why I guess I don't care that much. Oh, they play Ravens. All right. I doubt anybody from the Ravens is going to play too. I don't really know why they would. It's also on Saturday. Games tomorrow. Dolphins, Commanders. Okay. Broncos, Falcons. All right. Bucks, Jets. All those games suck. What is that? Oh, send 1,000 joules. I don't know what that means. You guys know what that means? What is 1,000 joules? I don't know what I just said. Okay. It's a good matchup, especially for the regular season. I like to see Dallas offense against Seattle defense. Yeah, I don't know. That's the thing with preseason. I have no idea who's ever going to play. So during the regular season, I'm sure that game is fire. Right now, I don't know. Yeah, you sent a cord. I don't know what that means though. It says you sent a gift. I'm just gonna heart the message. Thank you for the dog. Cowboys aren't playing any starters. Yeah. Okay. That was kind of what I was assuming was happening anyway. I do play them later on. Okay. Does that mean the Eagles got to play the Seahawks? I don't want to play the Seahawks this year. Nope. Yeah, we play them. All right. It says 5 p.m. What day is it? December 19th. It's a Saturday. Okay. It's a weird time. Plays the NFC West, yeah. Putting the pressure on. I'm excited to see the defense back with Michael Parsons. Yeah. That definitely just killed all momentum for you guys last year. Was him getting hurt. I don't know how. Hopefully Matthew Golden, I guess, gets more opportunity. I don't know if we needed to really bank on Christian Watson this offseason. You know what I mean? As like as like the guy. I don't really know if that was necessary, but what's he gonna do? I guess. Yeah, I think the Saints will be solid. I'm fading the Falcons. I don't think the Falcons gonna be any good. I think the Saints will be solid. The Bucks will probably be solid too, because even with all the injuries last year, they were still solid. Um, and the Panthers have gotten so many people hurt during the off season that I have no idea. And I also don't think Bryce Young is very good, so I don't see them being very good. But I think it's gonna be a Saints Bucks division. Yeah. No, that's fair. Without him, it does seem pretty stagnant. I feel like that's just because LaFleur doesn't want to open up the playbook without him, which doesn't really make that much sense to me. I don't really know why he doesn't trust anybody as much as like Christian Watson. But you're right. When he does play, whenever that is, they are pretty solid. NFC North. What? Bears, Packers, Vikings. Yeah, I mean, it's always isn't the NFC North always competitive though? I don't think you guys ever have like the bottom out times like the AFC South does. The NFC East sometimes has just bottom out times too. I don't remember the last time like the Packers or the Vikings weren't like solid enough to do something. So I feel like you guys never have like a bottom out thing. Lions have obviously been pretty good for a little bit too. Yeah, yeah. Cardinals aren't going to do anything. I'll give you started last year when we played you guys inside zone, right? Inside zone, right? You're gonna play it's like a book. Yeah, that was that was funny. That was right after we got Jalen Phillips, and so all he did was that was yeah, that was funny. Don't forget that bubble screen. They were hitting those too, right to that wide receiver, which wasn't working. So I don't know. I really don't know why he refused to open up the playbook with Christian Watson not in there. But Mendoza was playing. That was a good throw. Pre Jordan Love, the North usually had one, maybe two teams. All right. That's true, but still, like the division, I'm saying sometimes the divisions, like the NFC East, like a couple years ago, nobody had over 8 wins. The NFC South last year, nobody had over 8 wins. The like AFC South, that happens often, right? But like for the NFC North, even if like the Lions obviously were historically bad, or the Browns or Bears for a while weren't like very good, there wasn't a team that typically won the division with like 8 wins. Typically, somebody always has like 10. Is what I was gonna say. And last year, everyone in the North had a winning record. Yeah, I feel like it's been a while since like the division you could say was trash. 8-7-1. Okay, yeah. So it's been like over a decade. Over a decade. It's kind of what I was saying. Um, that's been a minute. North, as far as I can remember, has never been that bad because Aaron. He did. So that's not even really saying. Yeah, even if you weren't biased, he pretty much. I don't know. He pretty much did. Sometimes I would say the Vikings would squeeze in, but the Lions weren't really ever that good when he was there. And Bears, I mean, there's nothing to fear with Mitch Trubisky and Matt Nagy at the helm, right? So it's typically always is like the Vikings. Missed time with that broken collarbone. Yeah, that was against the Bears, right? And he came back and hit Cobb for the game-winning touchdown. Who's your pick on the NAIA Natty this year? I don't know what that means. Um, NAIA. Like, is that college football? Grandview is first. Mountain Tech. That's funny. Maybe the Bears in the final game. Okay, cool. I'm about to hop off in like a minute. This was just kind of like a first stream here. I don't have much for you here, Natty Cars, I guess. Um, I'm going with Bethel, Tennessee. So you can mark that right here. But I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow, 7 ish, probably. Um, I don't. I don't know that much ball, and I don't know who that is. But I appreciate you for thinking the best of me.